Are you in London? So I'm not in London right now. Right now I'm in Eastern Europe. I'm visiting some good countries. But yeah, originally I grew up in London from the age of 10. And London, West London, Notting Hill. I'm saying, but why did you reveal your brand? Don't you think people would try get sales with the product this Q4? You can try, my bro. You can try. It's not gonna work. My product, everyone knows my product. I can't come in here and hide my brand. My brand is called Fun Punch. I've got nothing to hide. I love competition myself. The reason I'm not scared to sell my product is because, don't know, it's been a year. People tried and people failed, you know. We have a branded product. My product was launched. Let me give you a quick backstory. So it was three boys, me and two of my best friends. We decided to decided to do organic drop shipping. We've done a couple stores before. It was a bit of a failure. We got break even. And then we found Fun Punch. Fun Punch, we decided to brand the product, private label it, and order 1,000 units in advance, which is a huge mistake, boys. Any of you starting organic dropshipping, listen to this. I'm going to tell you what not to do because I've done it. It worked out for me, but I know it was a huge mistake. Trust me. So what we done was we dropped 1,000 units, which was around £12,000 with Fun Punch. And then we went into the mountains because we were like, yo, the only way we can make this work if we are focused 100%. Last time we were doing dropshipping in London and it wasn't working because there was just, you know, you get distracted, you get your job. Like as soon as you see some sort of failure, you decide to just go and fuck off somewhere and just forget the dropshipping. That's why we were like, listen, we're going to burn the boats and we're going to go in a situation where there is only an option was to win. I had no money left. I literally had around £200 left when I was in the mountains, but I had 1,000 units of Fun Punch. 1,000 units. So if I wanted to eat, I needed to sell the product. And first 37 days, I remember we didn't go viral. And we were like, fuck, we've got 1 month left of this Airbnb. We're going to have to go back London, failure, 1,000 units. Like, it was a disaster, yeah? And the 1,000 units, we also shipped to a 3PL without having any proof of concept, without having any marketing skills into USA. We had to pay storage fees, which was the biggest bullshit. So what happened was at the end, 37 days in, there was so much stress. I had to pump up organic vids, test. We ended up getting an 8 mil viewed video on 37th day, clear out all the stock within 10 days. And bro, we were in for cash. Thank God. But what you should do is, if you're starting organic, you should do the opposite of what we done. Firstly, you should just scroll on TikTok and see some products. I personally, I don't recommend this, but I like to use products that I can tell I can market well. So maybe something that has a pain point on me, or maybe something that like catches my attention, which is a lot of people do that. But if you don't, I would recommend going for women's products or for older people. Old people and women spend the most money in e-com, yeah. But personally, I would go on TikTok. I would see maybe 2 to 3 accounts that are going viral already. If it's way more than that, I wouldn't even touch the product. And I would consistently try to make a little spreadsheet and write down, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. If you don't write down things, you're going to fail, guys. And I'm telling you this, I was a guy in school who was absolute failure, but I had to learn the hard way when I started making money. You have to write things down. You have to be organized because you do market research for a week. What you do is you have a spreadsheet of around 50, 60 products. Then on your fresh brain in the morning on next Monday, you sit down and you pick the 10 that you liked. And once you pick the 10 that you liked, you're going to see like, all right, now this is looking kind of decent. You go down to 3. Don't do more than 3. Don't try to sit on too many chairs at once. And then you slowly order them and you start pumping out the vids. At the start, I want you to just copy. Literally identically copy the people that you're trying to, copy the people that are already going viral with your product. The reason I want you to copy, because at the start, you're just shit. And even myself, if I get a new product, I'm not going to be the best, even though I've done like 300 mil views with organic dropshipping. Because why? Listen to this. You do not know the strengths and the angles that this product can be marketed in. The only way you can find out is by pumping out the videos and by seeing which videos got a little bit more views and which videos didn't. Invite to speak. Should I steal their vids? Yes, so listen. So what happens is you get a new product. I want you to go cold-hearted instantly, first 10, 15 days, 2 weeks. Do not worry about views. Do not worry about nothing. What you're trying to see is the response from the audience, which angles are working. And what I mean by angles, so Fun Punch, for example, let's take Fun Punch. We can do an angle where we sell it as a gaming accessory for rage, or we can do an angle when we do it for boxing, for improve your punches. So myself, we tried Fun Punch and sell it for gamers. It didn't work for 30 days. Guess what? I didn't drop the product. I didn't give up. I started doing boxing videos. And one of the first boxing videos hit like 10, 20K views. I knew straight away, cool, we just need to make a fucking viral boxing video. So when you work with the product, first 2 weeks is just your testing stage. You're seeing what's working, what angles are. Boom, you copy other people. Again, when you have that data, your account is your data. You go back and you reflect. You have to make sure you iterate. This is why you guys are failing in e-com and everything. You don't look back. You're too emotionally connected and you don't iterate, you know? So you go back, you look at your accounts and you're like, cool, this worked, this worked, this worked, this didn't work. If some product didn't work for 2 weeks, nothing, you drop it. But when you see something starting to work, you go all in. And then you get your fucking videos in. You start researching more and more viral concepts, viral videos to your burner account. It's literally seeing non-stop viral videos copy, and you pay attention on how to record. Because in organic, guys, your biggest skill is your phone and your hand and how you record the clips. I'm seeing people in my server, in my affiliate server, or in my mentorships that I used to do before, they send me like videos of some shit products, shit clips. Bro, your clip is everything. Let's take, for example, a random product. I don't know, like a girl's makeup brush that spins, some new product I've seen recently. You don't want to make a video just sitting down, for example, with this shit background and recording it and just trying to sell it and trying to recreate it on a table. You want to pick a good environment. You have to make sure the environment, the setting, the music all makes sense. It's all sort of branded. So you want to make sure that you're putting the product in the correct environment where the consumer is going to want to see it, where the person buying it is going to want to use it. And then you create videos there. So that's how you start. Let's get into some questions because I wanted to get out, that starting stage. A lot of people ask me, how do I start? How do I start? This is how you start. All right. It's simple, but let's get into deeper. All right, cool. Can I start dropshipping from a country in Africa, but also target an audience from the US? Cool. In Africa, bro, you can. And I want you to do it because nothing was going to hurt you if you try. But I wouldn't recommend doing too much VPNs, too much. What I would do is I would just order an American SIM, T-Mobile, any American SIM. I would put it in my phone and I'll keep my phone in airplane mode, connect to Wi-Fi and smack out of it. My phone is shit, to be honest. Arad's worth it. Okay. Guys, it helps me better. My eyesight is a little bit shit. It helps me better when you're at me in the chat so I can see it in yellow. Bro, I've been doing organic for 7 months, but I never went viral because of VPN. Great content, by the way. Okay, this guy is actually in my affiliate server. Don't worry, bro. We're gonna make sure we add some tweaks, and you will go viral. You didn't go viral for 7 months because there was a problem. I don't want any of you guys saying I got a problem with this, that. The only problems you can have is an amount of videos you made. If you made under 60, 70, 80 videos, then that's the problem. Or your camera might be too old if you're using iPhone 11, 10, 12. But apart from that, nothing really plays a big part. It's just your work and making sure you're iterating. And a lot of you guys, especially young guys, your brain is too fried. You're too TikTok impatient. You don't actually put in time and effort. You want to get results quickly. You need to calm down. You're here to make money. You're here to make money in the long run. You're here to develop a skill that's going to put money in your pocket for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You don't have to rush anything. You have to make sure you're getting results, and you have to make sure that you are day by day improving. All right? When did you switch to paid ads from organic? Okay, very good question. So guys, There's a method, yeah, that a lot of people use nowadays, but I'm going to repeat it as well again. Organic is for people that are completely broke, all right? Or for somebody who has very good marketing. Well, let me explain why. When you're young, 17, 18, 19, you have no money, you just have a phone pretty much. Organic is perfect. You're risk-free, you order the sample, you pump up some vids, try to get some sales, get the starting capital. When you switch to paid ads, it's either when you're good at e-com and you've been doing dropshipping very well and you know how to edit on CapCut and you can pump out 10, 20 creatives to test a product. Or it's when your product starts to go viral and you're seeing some social proof, you know. So for Fun Punch, I'll give you an example. First $120,000 in revenue, we didn't use paid ads at all. So we used 3 months. In 3 months, we hit around 120K revenue. And then September 2023, we started to slowly implement paid ads. But paid ads is also a new game. Because think about it this way. And this is something nobody ever talks about organic dropshipping. And I want you to listen carefully. When you dropship organically, most of the time you appeal to a young audience. And what do I mean by that? All your videos, they go viral on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts. On Instagram, a lot of you guys get pushed to India. Indians have no money, they're broke. So what the fuck is the point, you know? It will give you 10 million views, no sales. Then you get TikTok. TikTok is the best platform to go viral, but it's a little bit hard nowadays, you know? It's a little bit hard. TikTok is not giving you gifts. They're not giving you handouts no more. I would say TikTok is more about storytelling, or it's a little bit more about, you know, TikTok likes videos more longer than 30 seconds nowadays. And usually you get pushed if you have a viral video. Like your content has to be 10-10. And then you have YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is usually a younger audience. So what a lot of you notice is that when you go from organic to paid ads, the Facebook algorithm is targeting people with money. They're targeting people with cash to spend. Who has got cash to spend? It's people above the age of 24, usually, above the age of 30. So when you switch from organic to paid ads, most of the time, if it's not a women's product, and listen to this carefully, if it's not a women's product, or it's not a really big problem solver or a pain point, for example, I'm referring to like things like gadgets, jewelry, like, you know, things that people don't need. Most of the time, you'll find it hard to get sales and be profitable when you switch from organic and you just put your videos into paid ads. However, you can still. Paid ads is all about your first 3 seconds. Nobody cares in paid ads to go viral. It's all about your 3 seconds. And one advice I would always give to somebody that's starting paid ads, change your videos to be a little bit slower paced, to be a little bit like direct to the audience. Because deeper, paid ads, and boys, take notes on this. Organic, to go viral, you need to appeal to a broad audience. In paid ads, to get a sale, you need to find your audience, right? So in paid ads, you want to directly use a hook or use a clip of somebody who would buy your product and just like instantly target them. It's like, if you suffer, I don't know, if you're this and this and that, boom, straight away you're calling them out. In organic, you have to be kind of broad and trying to not to seem like you're selling a product too much. And that's the switch you need to implement if you're switching from organic to paid ads. Go straight in paid ads. Call out your person. Call out who you want to reach. Let Facebook see. Bump up the price as well. For paid ads, guys, you can literally you can put your product from like $40 to $60, $70 and run it. Don't be scared to play with the price. A lot of you guys are scared to test. Testing is what's slowing you down most of the time. Bro, my product sometimes sells for double the price of organic, and I'm just targeting a completely new audience. New audience, older people, new money, more money. They want, you have to play the game smart. You have to adjust your editing. You have to adjust your content a little bit, make it slower, make it a bit more ugly if you're doing paid ads, you know? These organic videos are just brain frying TikTok fucking content. Like, it's not going to convert. It's not going to, it's going to show up to people like you, and people like you probably never bought anything from paid ads. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to the next one. What's your affiliate server? Cool. I don't really like to talk about it too much, but I've got a server where we basically train people that want to do organic and stuff like that. And they work for my brands directly. I don't do mentorships anymore. I don't waste time or money. I want to only work with people that are ready to get value and give me value. So I'll leave a link to me, or just DM me on Discord after. For Q4 right now, we do things like, for example, Fun Punch. We have Fun Punch Poland, Fun Punch Italy, Fun Punch Australia. We have Fun Punch UK, Fun Punch US. So what essentially happens is we're scaling. It's called a digital branch. So imagine Apple. There's an Apple store in America. There's an Apple store in UK, in Netherlands, in Germany. And basically, when you see that something is working, like in America or in UK, now there's a high chance that if you just tweak that and change the language, it's going to work in another country. So, for example, Fun Punch got 300 million views. We've done more than 700K in sales, 700K in revenue. We changed the content and changed the scripts to be in Polish. Now, the Polish account, Fun Punch Poland, is on 100,000 subs. Is going viral in Poland. Now, the Australian account went viral. Now, the Italian account on YouTube is 20,000 subscribers. I don't see many brands do this, but yeah. The reason that's going viral, you guys might be thinking, how? It's because it's just human psychology. If one human speaks Italian and you give him some fucking steak, he'll smell it and eat it because he just, like, humans like steak, you know what I'm saying? If you give another human in Sweden a steak, he's got, like, you don't need to speak the same language to like the same things. So when you show content, you just have to adjust a little bit and just know it's called informational gap. Is that if something's working in US, there's a high chance that it's going to work also in Germany, in France, in Sweden, in Poland, in Spain, in Italy. So you can kind of play your game. Okay, I've got a big question. How do you identify what made a video go viral? How do you find viral videos, concepts for your videos? My man's trying to ask me fucking 20 questions in one. Relax. Cool. How do you identify what makes a video go viral? You can't identify what makes a video go viral. You can only tell after you made it and it went viral. Oh, this is why. And this is where a lot of you guys are going to understand me. A video goes viral based on two things. Virality is meaning this piece of content was so good that so many people watched it to the end. That's it. It's only that. That's the only thing platforms care about, yeah? The platforms only care about, okay, which piece of content will keep this fucking nerd on my platform the longest so I can show them ads and I can make money out of them. So virality is basically you making a piece of content where people are either going to send it to all your friends, or they're going to comment on it, or they're going to watch it twice. So if you take those three things, remember, guys, send it to all your friends, comment on it and start a fight, or watch it twice, then you're going to go viral. So when you make videos, do a checklist, 1, 2, 3, and make sure that one of these things is always hit. And one of these things, like watch it twice or send it to your friends, is usually based on your product. You see? That's where product research is very, very important. If I do product research against a random guy who's just starting, I'm probably going to get a winner every 3 products. But he might test 100 products because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what the audience needs, what the customer needs. He doesn't understand what the market wants. You know, he doesn't understand on the other side of the market what the consumer is willing to get. What does the consumer need? Like, you only get paid for solving the problem. So you need to kind of go into that mode where you're like, okay, I'm selling this product. What does the person on the other side of the screen want me to tell him for it to buy? So you close your eyes, you visualize, and you start going through it like, cool, he wants this, this, and that. And that's how you get better. You get only better when you start putting yourself in the shoes of your consumer. Okay. Bro, so many questions. Cool. Let's get to the start. As a beginner, where do you find supplies? Is it AliExpress? Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Okay. There's a lot of places to find supplies. Yeah, AliExpress. You know, you've got Zendrop. You've got Alibaba. Like, that shouldn't be one of your. That shouldn't even be a question. Don't think about supply. Don't think about how do I message the supplier. That's the biggest bullshit. You have to get through it as fast as possible. You find the product that you like, and then you find the supplier. So you fucking look through every single way you can find. A lot of Discords have private suppliers, like a lot of organic dropshipping Discords, e-coms. Guys, in my opinion, yeah, when I was starting off, don't be scared to spend $50 if you're a beginner on some random server. Just spend $50 on another guy's server. cool, you might not get as much value, but what you're gonna get, you might get a guy who's gonna answer your question and put you 10 days ahead of your journey. Or like, the reason people like are so slow and so skeptical about buying things, you're paying for just speed. Like right now, I would pay $5,000 for somebody just to do my whole email marketing or my whole content management. I can do it all myself and get results. But I would rather pay $5,000, he does it, and I can put my time to something else. You just pay for speed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather pay $50 for somebody to give me the supplier than fucking go on the internet and look for 5 hours. You know what I mean? How do you understand a new market and implement that into your videos for organic? Bro, I'll be honest, I need you to be a bit more specific because you're asking very broad questions. How do you understand a new market? Like, what can I say that? Like, what can I say about that? You understand a new market by looking at it and like understanding it. You know what I mean? Hey, how can I automate hundreds of Insta pages? Cool. Good question. Instagram has a new update where it's a little bit hard to repost, and TikTok has the same thing. So if you're trying to automate 100 pages, you're probably going to steal content. So if you're stealing content, make sure you're using meta file clean data. So you're cleaning meta files of the video. Then you also upload it into CapCut. And I would recommend, let's say you stole a 20-second clip, make sure you put some overlay of the first in the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. Change something a little bit, maybe make it a bit shorter, put a different sound on it, put some text over it, try to hide it, and automate it by getting people that can have different IP accounts. So you're gonna need a lot of people reposters. And I'm giving away some secrets, guys, but fuck it, systems. Business is all about systems. The way to automate is by having one input that is tracked. So you are the input of information. So if you want to automate 100 pages, you need to make sure that one person is controlling all the inflow of information and making sure it's good. So for example, I would be sitting down on my server and making sure the information I'm putting into the Google Drive, to Google into the ideas, into the scripts, is all controlled by me. And then you get a lot of implementers. You can't let them all just be like, oh, let me da-da-da-da-da. It becomes a mess. Quality gets lost. You have to be the main guy. Did you go straight to branding of the products first? Yeah. So right now it was summertime. I'll tell you the first product I've ever tested with my boy Nat, my business partner for Fun Punch. It was called the Bubble Gum Bazooka. If you guys were on the last call, I can guarantee you I called it out and I told some of you, summer's coming up. Some of you, I can see some familiar faces. Summer is coming up. Make sure you test the product. It's a product. You type in on Google right now, Bubblegum Bazooka, where you hold it and you just start spraying out bubbles and they're like colory and nice. It's very easy to go viral with. So that was the first ever product I tried with. Exactly. That's it. And what I did was, there's a strategy I used and I got a lot of sales of it. And cool, guys, this is some real fucking sauce. This is not even organic sauce. This is some real sauce, how you can get your first ever Shopify sale without making videos, without even like literally no creatives, no product in hand, nothing. The fastest way you can do that in 24 hours, no cap. You find the product that gets a lot of spend and has a lot of virality right now on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So what I mean by that is you see a product that's going super viral. Like you've seen a lot of people spend a lot of ad spend on it. Statistically, 40 or 50% of people that see an ad on Facebook usually would come back 2-3 days later on Google and search it up. So I call it trend hijacking. So what happened was I saw the Bubblegum Bazooka in Google Trends and overall and online was just booming everywhere. So what I did was, that's how I got one of my first ever sales. And I even have a video to show you. I got Bubblegum Bazooka. I built a mad, like, easiest store. Just boom, product page, implemented from Deezers, just imported the product. And I just run Google ads, Bubblegum Bazooka, Bazooka Bubblegum on keywords. Bro, I swear to God, guys, first ever day I run ads. It took me like 24 days. I got fucking like $400 in sales. I was shocked. Me and Nat, we were sitting down. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago today, like around this time, we were sitting down like, what the fuck, bro? We just like run some Google ads on keyword search, and we got it. Like, it's called trend hijacking. Let me explain you the science behind it. A lot of people, it's called, they're spending money and they're pumping up the creatives, the visuals, so they're letting their big audience is getting familiar with the product. So what happens is, after that, is that those people are cold traffic. Cold traffic is when somebody's scrolling and they're not familiar with the product and they see it, and they have to, first, you have to get their attention and then get conversion. So if somebody's spending a lot of money, a lot of budget on cold traffic to make the audience familiar with the product, then when they go on Google, it's hot traffic. Somebody is going to fucking buy it. They literally went on Google to be like, oh, let me go fucking buy this product. So the conversion rate is going to be 3 times higher because somebody is searching up, right? Bubblegum bazooka, he already knows it. And if your Google ad is running correct, and there's only a couple ways you can do it correct to make sure you rank first or second or third, you rank in that top 5, boom. Then boys, you're in for some cash, you know what I'm saying? Because hot traffic will click on your website, oh yeah, that's the product I want, decent deal, purchase. Cool. Come on, let's get some new questions. TikTok, Facebook, which is better for ads? Depends on your product. If your product is cheaper than $60 to $70, I would say TikTok. If your product is targeting older people, I would say Facebook. If your product is a bit higher ticket, I would say Facebook, Instagram. If your product is just like, you can tell when the product is a bit more TikTok orientated and when it's a bit more Facebook. Do you have a specific metadata cleaner website that you know? Okay, just type in metadata cleaner. There's 3 of them. Try it out. They all should work. And also to clean the meta files, download your clip, upload it into Google Drive. When you upload it into Google Drive, change the name of the file and then download it from your phone or from another device. It should clean the meta file. Don't buy those programs that people are trying to sell you to fucking convert you, saying I'll clean your files metadata. You don't need that shit. How do you find different ad formats if you don't have any competition as a beginner? Very good question. So there is no such thing as there's no competition. Every single person in this world has sold something similar to your product or is selling something in a similar niche. So what took me from 5-figure months to like 6-figure months is stealing formats from similar products or from similar niches. So for example, if I had a health product, and let's say it was, I don't know, something to do with Shilajit. I would go and check other brands that sell like ashwagandha and sell like things like that, and I would steal their winning content formats. Check. So make sure you steal other ideas, winning formats, and other winning ads from brands that are in a similar niche or directly maybe like in your niche. And even if it's a different product, just recreate it with your products, guys. It's all a copy-paste game. I'm telling you, lot, all you have to do is you have to train your eye to be good. You fucking find your products, you copy people, and you just do it better. Copy-paste, do it as much as you can, and you'll print. Apply to work for Scam. Apply to work for Scambayer. Who's that? Who's he talking about? Who is this brother talking about? Cool. For Facebook ads, can you just you compare it to this product, and why would you do that? If you're doing, bro, for Facebook ads, can you just rip? Why would you just rip your, like, bro, why are you even doing dropshipping then? Go rip, I don't know, something from your store. Why would you just rip the ads and just post them? Of course, bro, like, fucking stupid question. What is your most profitable traffic source right now? My most profitable traffic source is Facebook. Facebook, people have all the organic tip number or whatever, 400, bro. Listen to this. Right now, a lot of you are doing TikTok organic, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. You need to make sure you go viral on Facebook as well for this Q4. Please make sure when you open your Instagram account, you connect your Facebook to your You connect your Facebook to your Instagram. So when you share reels, it's not recommended. You don't want to get recommended. Like, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But when you go viral on Facebook and it's recommended, it's like fake views. You just get views and nobody can even click on your profile. You need to make sure you also go viral on Facebook so that reel is posted on Facebook separately from Instagram. And if you go viral on Facebook, you'll print, because most of the people are older audience, so they have more money in their account. Which product research method did you find the product that gave you the most success? Guys, you see guys like him, which product research method? There is no secret, yeah? I'm gonna drop this right now. There's no product research method. There's no secret. What you do is you go do product research, and you have 10 methods, and then you do it until you fucking find the winner. There's no secret method. There's none of that fucking bullshit. There's no secret spy tool. You know what there is? There's you, your skill, your eye, your brain, and there's products, hundreds of them. And when your brain sees a fucking product that you think, ooh, I can recreate that and I can make it better, that's when you go and you do the product. Okay, what systems are you putting in place to scale for Q4? Very good question. I like this guy. All right, so right now, I'll break it down. I have 2 brands, yeah? And I wouldn't recommend anyone to do 2 brands. It's very hard. I'm still doing 16-hour days, 6 times a week. Like, I've got no life, Q4 is coming up. All I do is come back home, go 6 a.m., I wake up, go work out, straight to the office. So the systems I have, firstly, I need to make sure I get rid of some bullshit. So I only input, and this is very important, guys, because I know in the mornings you wake up, you do your to-do list, I need to do this, and that. And what you see is, you notice that you're usually starting to do easy tasks straight away. You're like, okay, this one is hard, let me avoid it. Let me start with this one. This one is easy, like, I've got this, I'm going to do it right now. No, what you do is you start your day by doing the hardest thing. And let's say you have 10 things to do this day. You just put it down to 3 and do the 3 that make the change. And what I mean by make the change, for me, the thing that can get me a sale is making a nice creative, right? So if I need to do some other stuff, like some bullshit stuff, like where I need to go this, pay that, pay here, organize that, speak to that person, no, I'm not doing that. I'm focusing on things that are going to give me results. So I'm focusing on making more creatives. I'm focusing on filming more content. I'm focusing on posting more videos. Unless that is done, I'm not doing anything else. Do you understand? Because that's going to put money into my pocket. And then you start doing other things. So systems that I'm implementing right now, we have a team of 4 people. And right now, I only focus on creating creatives for both brands, for Fun Punch and for another brand I have. So I'm the creative strategist. So I sit down, I put my Monday morning, I start the new day. I start with market research. I use tools. This is my workflow. Listen to my market research workflow. There's a tool called Foreplay. Foreplay will let you track a lot of brands and track every single winning ad. This is the maddest tool, and you can save it, download the transcript, and recreate it straight away. Foreplay. Then I go on Instagram. For each brand, I have an optimized FYP, optimized Reels page. There, I organize myself by putting 3 dots, save folder, and it's called content ideas. So what I do is I scroll, and the whole week, what I do is that content idea folder gets built up into like 20, 30 ideas. So on a Monday, I go into a content idea folder in Instagram, in the saves, and I go for it, and I'm like, cool, I like these 5 ideas. I'll write them down on the doc, and I'm going to recreate them this week. So that's my marketing flow. Exactly, Foreplay. Then the systems I'm putting in place. So I make sure I'm pumping out creatives. I have personal editors, because I'm already at a stage where, for me, making 7 creatives a week is not enough. Me just sitting down editing is inefficient. I have 2 editors per brand. Right now we have a new brand, so I have an editor. And Monday, on Tuesday, I just brief them. I call them in the morning, and they start making the creatives. Then I have the affiliate Discord service. I myself don't do no organic content for the past 6 months, I'll be honest. What I do is I coordinate. So I sit with people and they make videos. I make sure my content library, we have a very advanced content library. I put all the clips that they ever need, and we make sure that we repurpose as much of that content as possible on different platforms. So it's all systematic. So for Q4, what I'm doing is I'm expanding. So I'm getting more people on my affiliate server, and I'm getting more editors. So I'm only expanding on things that bring in the input to make me more money. And right now, like we affiliate private server is picking up, the ads are picking up, everything's looking good. You know, I can't complain. I think one of the biggest like getaways I would say is from anyone have success with a Filipino editor? All right, this is a very good question, guys, and I'm gonna keep it straight with you. A Filipino editor can make you fucking $1 million ads, and I can prove this to anyone because, bro, I know how to train my editors. The moment I changed my training process and I took time into training my editors, the editors became geniuses out of nowhere. What most of you think is that nobody can recreate what you can create in this world, and that's the biggest fucking bullshit. The moment you let that go is when you're gonna start getting results. A Filipino editor, a retard, a downy autist editor can probably give you results. All you have to do is train them well. Drop your yes, Filipino works better. Yeah. So any editor can bring you results. It depends on you. A lot of people like to just give the editor the clips, go do it. Oh, why are you so shit? Why are you shit? Always blame everything on yourself as a business owner. The reason the editor was bad is because you picked a shit editor. Or the reason the editor was actually shit when you picked him is because you didn't put him in through a trial and you didn't see if he was good enough for your brand. So always blame everything on yourself. You can make Filipino editors, they're amazing, bro. They work very well. And the only way for them to work well if you put them into an organized system and you squeeze out every single hour out of them. All depends on you. When testing a new product, how many times do you post daily? Bro, I go for quality. I know that, like, you see, the questions that a lot of you guys ask me doesn't apply to me anymore. But if I was a beginner, I would try to post as much as I can. But right now, if I'm testing a new product, I try to go for quality because I know that the content I produce can be very, very good. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, it's been 43 minutes now. Whoever's recording this video, please DM it to me after or send it to my Discord. I really need it. I'm going to post it on my YouTube. What made you turn this into a brand before even testing the product? So, you're talking about my second brand. I could see like the industry is huge. The industry is huge. I've been seeing a lot of people running products, and I made my own custom product. I invested $30,000 into this new brand. Yeah, I just had a proof of concept, and then I went for a customized product because I use the products myself. How much is a good wage or salary for editor, and how do you recommend training them? And how do you recommend training them? Cool. So a good salary for editor would be $500 a month, $600 a month. So you pay them around $150 per week, $125 per week. And how I would train them? Firstly, if you're not good at what you're hiring them for, I would recommend for you first to get good at, so for you to get some experience, because that's the only way you can hire good editors and train them, is when you've got the expertise. And how would I train them? I would give them a trial task. After I receive the trial task back, I'll be like, cool, that's good. And then I would give them 3 calls. I do 3 calls. I do brand introduction, so they understand what the brand is, they understand the customer, they understand the pain points. And then what I would do is, I would then go another call another day, because don't put too much information into their brain. Then I would go on another call the next day, and I'll make him do a new script for me, and I would sit down for 2-3 hours with him and edit it together, so he understands what I want from him. You know, I would tell him this clip, look, this clip, he's opening the box and then showing the product. Because you want the customer to see that what he's getting, you want him to see. So on a call to action, you want to either show a high emotion point or result, or you want to show him something which will make him want to get the product. You want to tease him your presentation. You want to show the packaging, like You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them exactly what I want. What are you lot talking about? Filipino editors? Do you find better to pay per hour rather than per video? Mohammed, so with usually I used to pay per video, but now for Q4 I just know I'm not doing any like one-off projects. When the brand is running consistent, I hire them full time. So I would make sure I set a target start of the week. So I want 10 creatives and they complete it. Without a target, it'll be hard for them to achieve it. So it depends on you. So if I'm hiring full time, I always make sure first start of the week they have a goal and they have to achieve it. And even if they don't, obviously you can see they worked hard, but I pay full time. So I pay weekly, like monthly. Cool, guys. Couple more questions because I need to sleep. I'm waking up in 7 hours. What's the number one difference between intermediate dropshipper or look like these guys coming up with fucking what's the number one difference 1 to 20k and high level dropshippers in their content? All right, it's not a bad question. The number one difference that 1 to 20k, the person just copying others, and the one that's hitting 6 figures is putting concepts from other niches, bringing in stuff themselves, putting more clips, not stealing clips, improving the visuals, improving the content, improving the ideas, testing more, having better systems. That's number one difference. 1 to 20k, one of my friends, one of my partners told me it's true. One person can run it up nowadays with AI, with everything. If you put in 16-hour days, you can do 20k days by yourself. But after that, it gets a little bit long. You want to get people to produce your clips, organize your content, write your scripts, edit, blah, blah. Okay, how many products did you tested? Fuck that question, man. Same shit. How do you know your personal brand? Or sorry, how did you grow your personal brand? Bro, my personal brand is quiet, man. I started posting. So basically, for my e-com journey, I documented every single day. I went mountains. I went on trips. I went from zero. I recorded my first ever sale. I recorded my 100k days. Then this winter, I got biggest penthouse, spent all my fucking Q4 profits on it. Then I went broke again. And then now we had a good 3-4 months come up again. We're sitting on good cash. My personal brand is really going to launch when I start dropping all these vlogs. I have like 1 year of content, but right now I'm just communicating with people in my industry, in my niche, in little service, just talking, providing value. That's what I stand for, value. What's the link to his Discord? Cool, boys. I'm going to drop the link right now. Let me drop my link. Cool. Copy link. Coming back. Cool, boys. I'm going to do one more question and I'm going to drop the link. Okay. How do you prevent burnout, get off burnout or being burnout? Perfect, bro. Very good question. So burnout, bro, I'll be honest, this year was one of the hardest years for me, even though last year was one of the hardest. But when you're stupid, when you're just starting e-com, you have nothing to lose, you know? You're still having fun. You're just making your sales, spending all the cash. There is no much responsibility, you know? So I would say your first year of e-com is one of the best because you're just reckless. And then when you hit that up and then you hit that down, this is when it gets serious. So burnouts, how do I avoid them? I make sure, firstly, I work out every single morning. I know people thinking, blah, blah, bullshit. For me, it works. I need to make sure I start the day with a little jog, stretch, whatever, get the sweat in, put my mind to rest. Because, bro, if I'm sitting down 16 hours in the office, if I don't work out in the morning, I'll be fucking walking around like a little dickhead, bro, in 10 years. So to avoid burnout, I usually I work out every single morning. Then I take, I don't eat at all. I don't eat till 1, 2 p.m. because I just hungry. Working hungry makes you better. And then I work. I try to avoid scrolling and shit because then you just get your mind is the highest ROI. So you don't want to pollute it. Don't eat breakfast, guys. Yeah, don't eat breakfast. And then on Sunday, I take fully off. I used to work on Sundays, but bro, it would make me perform way worse. So Sundays, I take completely off. Make your brain do something else, play sports, go meet your friends, go speak to your family. And the other thing is, don't use your phone an hour before bed. It's something that's hard for people to like stick to. But if you want your mind to be fresh the next day, I'm telling you, your worst enemy is information that you consume. So you're thinking, oh, I'm learning dropshipping. Oh, let me watch another video. It's not good, bro. You don't need that another video before bed. You're not even gonna fucking remember what you watched the next day. Let your mind rest. Let your mind calm. Let your mind be at a slower pace. Go to sleep, rest well, sleep well, wake up, and go to work. You know, your sleep is another good thing. Cool, boys. Listen, what's your schedule for Q4? Q4, I'm locked in. Me and my 3 business partners, we're all here in my home country, Georgia, right now. Our schedule is we have no friends in this country. We don't meet anyone. We work Monday to Saturday. We wake up 6 a.m. We do 2-hour just like wandering around, go to the beach, have a jog, stress, chill. 8 o'clock, we're in the office. We do our Notion. After we do our Notion, we have a little 10-minute meeting. Then I go calls on my editor, this, that, everyone. And then we work straight till 6, 7 p.m. After 6, 7 p.m., we walk home for 40 minutes. We don't take no car, no bus, no thing. And then we repeat that every single fucking day, bro. And then in January 1st, we're going to come back to London, wherever, go see family for a bit, cash out the bread, and tell everyone in Discord to suck their moms. All right, boys, I'm going to sleep. This is the